Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we'll be looking at the top 10 extreme world records. Before starting, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Number 10. Oldest wing walker. In the extreme sport known as wing walking, a performer performs acrobatic maneuvers while perched atop an airplane's wings as it soars through the air. It should go without saying that this is a tremendously dangerous undertaking to even attempt to pull off. But Thomas Lackey, a native of the United Kingdom, nonetheless gave it a shot. As the oldest individual to accomplish the risky feat many times, Lackey broke the record after making her first try at wing walking at the age of 80. Thomas resorted to wing walking at the age of 93 because he didn't want to let anybody else overtake him as the world's most courageous old man. Number 9. Most spears caught from a spear gun underwater in 1 minute. Ashrita Furman, a thrill seeker, is no stranger to achieving incredible feats. He currently has more than 200 Guinness World Records. His underwater spear catching feat, though, has been regarded as his most dangerous foray to yet. Furman stunned the world by successfully catching all 14 spears that were launched at him while submerged below, all with just one hand. Number 8. Twin Towers Walk. Avoid looking down. Philippe Petit, a French high-wire artist, mustered the bravery to do his most perilous tightrope feat to date in 1974. Petit crossed a cable hanging more than 1,300 feet in the air between the two buildings of the World Trade Center in New York without any authorization or approval to set up his act, because, really, who would give someone the okay to do something like this? But even getting from one building to the other wasn't enough for him. For the 45 minutes that made up his performance, Petit made 8 journeys and put on a dance routine for the onlookers below. The 2015 movie The Walk, which stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt as the fearless adventurer himself, was based on his death-defying deeds. Number 7. Highest pool dive. What a terrible time to do a belly flip. Lasso Schaller mustered the courage to scale a mighty mountain ridge that towered 200 feet above the Swiss-Italian border. That's bad enough. But then he jumped into the air and fell violently to the water's surface below. Even if it had been water, Schaller was said to have descended at a speed of 76 miles per hour, which could have caused even the calmest waters to feel like bricks upon impact. Schaller dislocated his hip as a result of the force of his impact with the water, which might as well have been made of bricks. We can only assume that Lasso was extremely unimpressed after watching French diver Oliver Favre's 177-foot dive. Number 6. Heaviest car balanced on the head. John Evans discovered he had a remarkable gift while working as a bricklayer. He could balance extraordinarily heavy things on top of his head. He started to cultivate this capacity. Evans spent many years perfecting this unusual talent before deciding to balance an automobile on his head in front of a live audience for a total of 33 seconds. This was the pinnacle of Evans' talent. Not 1, not 2, but 352 pounds made up the weight of such car. Evans managed to make everything seem simple thanks to his impressive power and keen focus. But all it would take is one bad move and he would appear far worse. Number 5. Highest recorded blood alcohol level. It can be enjoyable to have a drink every now and then, but, like anything else, it should be done in moderation. However, blood alcohol levels of over 1% have been found in 2 distinct men in Poland. Another well-known incident included a 67-year-old Bulgarian man who was struck by an approaching truck and was transported to the hospital with a blood alcohol level of 0.914. In all likelihood, the amount of alcohol in this man's system should have killed him if the full force of a truck hadn't already done so. He survived this near-death experience, which so perplexed the doctors that they decided to re-evaluate him using several devices in the mistaken belief that their equipment must be broken to produce such high figures. Number 4. Motorcycle bus jumps. Since decades, performing risky motorbike bus leaps has been a staple trick. Legendary motorcycle rider Evel Knievel accomplished some of the most notable examples of that feat in the 1970s. Knievel made his first try in 1975, jumping over 13 parked buses, but on the way down, he broke his pelvis. However, this didn't discourage him from the concept, and a few months later, he tried it again, this time adding a second bus for a total of 14, before Bubba Blackwell decided to boost the ante by leaping 15 buses in 1999. Knievel held on to this world record for almost 25 years. Number 3. Highest free fall parachute jump. The sky's the limit is typically merely a catchphrase, but a small number of people take this idea seriously and to mind-boggling new extremes. Felix Baumgartner, an Austrian skydiver, broke the sound barrier without a vehicle when he leaped from a helium balloon floating 127,000 feet above the Earth and plummeted to the globe below at an astounding 843 miles per hour. His feat garnered headlines throughout the world. Just 2 years later, Alan Eustace jumped from a height of 135,000 feet, so he must have thought it was child's play. Number 2. Most motorcycles driven over the body while lying on a bed of nails. The Space Cowboy, an Australian stunt artist who swallows swords and juggles chainsaws, has never shied away from performing crazy stunts. However, those appear insignificant in comparison to his most frightening achievement, which involved allowing motorcyclists to run over him while he was resting on a bed of nails. The fact that those motorcyclists used him as a human bridge 20 times shows that he is not only uncomfortable, but also in a significant deal of agony. Over the years, Hultgren's stunt has inspired others to try it out as well. Kids, please don't try this at home, we must stress. Number 1. Most live rattlesnakes held in mouth for 10 seconds. Jackie Bibby is known as the Texas Snake Man because he has spent a large portion of his life around the writhing reptiles in question, despite being bitten numerous times. He persists on carrying on with his snake-themed acts. Even Jackie's most devoted admirers startled when he opted to hold 13 live rattlesnakes in his mouth at once. His numerous fans love the enthusiasm he has for his work, as Bibby firmly controls the snakes. Time seems to come to a screaming standstill. Bibby may be skilled, but these are still wild creatures, and all it takes is one mistake for everything to spiral out of control very quickly. Thank goodness they didn't this time. That's a wrap for today's video. What are your thoughts on our list? Let us know in the comments section below. And make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates.